Hi guys, welcome to this video. This video is the first in a series of videos where I share the week's tech news. This is the news that I found interesting. These news don't belong to me. I didn't go to the ground to collect all these news. All these news have been collected from various websites and credit goes to those websites. I will link to the articles from where I got this news in the video's description, and the videos of this kind about tech news will go live every Saturday. Let's begin with the news. The first news is about Linux Mint. Linux Mint is renaming their system reports tool as System Information. This overhaul is done mainly to help with troubleshooting. The System Information tool will provide crucial information such as kernel version, CPU model, desktop environment, and display server. These information are not easy to obtain in Linux. They have to be done using the command line or specialized tools, and for a new user, these may be overwhelming. Good to see Linux Mint pioneering some necessary change. There is no estimated date when these features will be available, but I feel they can be expected in the next release. Moving on to some news about Windows. The October Windows security update is triggering BitLocker recovery. BitLocker recovery is typically triggered when there is a hardware change or a TPM update. Users would need to enter their BitLocker recovery key once to reboot the system, and from then the system just functions normally. It's not a huge bug, but similar BitLocker recovery issues were triggered last year in August and in the August of 2022. The only thing that has changed is the month. It's happening in October instead of August. Moving on to some positive news about Windows. An old bug that kept Windows from shutting down has finally been squashed. There was an issue when you select update and shutdown, the system would instead reboot. This may not be a major issue for desktop users, but laptop users would be left with no charge at the end of this process, causing them embarrassment when they open their laptop in some important meeting. Now the bad news is this bug has been fixed for Windows 11. Windows 10 still has this bug. This might be Microsoft's way of telling its users to upgrade to Windows 11. And then for some AI news, Perplexity's new AI tool lets users search patterns. Pattern searching can be an arduous task. You may at times need specific keywords and code which make it necessary to employ a patent attorney. Perplexity Patterns, which is the new tool which it makes patterns accessible to all and speeds up the process of searching for patterns. And then some absurd news. A theme in WordPress has allowed hackers to hijack administrator accounts. The theme in question is Job Monster WordPress. The theme was created by New Themes and is a premium theme used for job listing sites. It has over 5,500 sales. The check login function is not functioning properly, so it allowed hackers to bypass the standard authentication. The only silver lining is, for this exploit to work, social login has to be enabled on the website. Otherwise, the exploit just doesn't work. The attackers still need to know the administrator username or email. A new patch has been released and users are urged to update to it. If that is not possible, you are advised to disable the social login feature. To end, we have got some interesting and absurd news. A study conducted by Penn State University has found that rude prompts in chatgpt provide better results than polite ones. They used 50 multiple choice questions. They had 5 levels, starting with very polite, moving on to polite, neutral, rude, and ending in very rude. The very rude prompts could be like this: I know you are not smart, but try this. It's like challenging the AI, telling that it's dumb. And the results were surprising. The very polite prompts had an accuracy rate of 80.8%, while the very rude prompts had an accuracy of 84.8%. So yelling and shouting seems to work even on an AI, at least according to this study. So that's it for this week's news roundup. Consider subscribing to this channel and switching on notifications so that you don't miss my next video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.